Hello there, you're now with me, Handy Gui, for TVS English News at 5. Let's dive into the headlines for today. Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said negotiations to take over Bintulu Port are in progress and is optimistic that the plan will be implemented as discussed with Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim.
InsyaAllah ia dapat dilaksanakan dan saya telah melaporkan kepada Perdana Menteri di bawah perlembagaan kita, port dan harbour adalah di bawah kuasa Sarawak. There is no discrimination in terms of port deals. Dan kita negeri Sarawak nak mencantum integratekan semua pelabuhan di Sarawak. Maka pelabuhan Bintulu hendaklah diberi balik kepada orang Bintulu dan juga orang Sarawak.
Meanwhile, Abang Johari, who is also the Minister of Finance and New Economy, said the state received 2 investments for the production of sour gas treatment plant in Bintulu, in which he believes will add value to the resources available in the state.
Kita menerima 2 pelaburan yang besar. Satu daripada syarikat Shell yang akan mengeluarkan gas sour gas, artinya gas masam lah ya, di mana kita ada teknologi baru iaitu karbon yang bersama dengan gas ini kita masukkan dalam tanah dan mengeluarkan gas yang menjadi bahan untuk petrokemikal. Shell melabur 4 bilion ringgit di Bintulu. Syarikat minyak Thailand PTTEP juga melabur di Bintulu sebanyak 4 bilion.
Last year, the Sarawak Economic Development Corporation (SEDC), Petroleum Nasional Berhad Petronas, Sarawak Shell Berhad, and PTTEP Healthcare Offshore Limited signed a Heads of Agreement (HOA) to build an onshore plant complex within the Pacham Industrial Park in Tanjung Kidurong, Bintulu. The complex forms part of the Sarawak Integrated Sour Gas Evacuation System project. In another development, Abang Johari expressed confidence that the Jepak constituency will be fully developed as a smart city and reap the benefits of development similar to other major constituencies in the state. And among its testament would be the completion of the Jepak Bridge by 2025.
Saya ni Dato', sebab apabila ada perpaduan kita yang kukuh, maka kita dapat melaksanakan dasar kita termasuk Jepak yang harus kita bangun. Dan kita pertahankanlah warisan yang ada di Jepak ini. Bagaimana kita aturkan betul-betul supaya kita mempunyai bandar apa disebut sebagai bandar pintar, smart city. Dan ini adalah harapan kita untuk masa depan. InsyaAllah dalam masa 2025, apabila siapnya jabatan, Jepak makin dekat menjadi satu bandar dengan bandar di seberangnya.
Abang Johari said at the Majlis Ramah Tamah Ideal Fitri held at the Kampung Warisan Jepak Community Hall in Bintulu. Adding further, the Premier said that developments will continue to be implemented in Kidurong and Samalaju. As of March 2023, the Bintulu Jepak Bridge construction has reached 49.31% completion. The project, costing more than 466 million ringgit, is expected to be completed by the end of October 2025. Now on to the updates from the Sudan conflict. All 30 Malaysians stranded in Sudan's capital Khartoum safely left Port Sudan for Jeddah, Saudi Arabia earlier today. Malaysia's foreign ministry said they left on board a Saudi naval vessel after an arduous 30-hour journey by land from Khartoum. Wisma Putra also extended its sincere appreciation to the governments of Saudi Arabia and UAE for making the evacuation a success. The statement said that in the spirit of compassion, Malaysia also assisted nationalities from Cambodia, Palestine, Philippines, Singapore, Sudan, Thailand, and the USA to safely leave Sudan under the close supervision and efforts of the Malaysian evacuation operation. So far, more than 400 people have been reported killed and more than 3,500 injured since the armed conflict between the Sudanese Armed Forces and the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF) broke out on April 15th. After a 3-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Bung Bratak Day celebration will return on May 1st. Its president, Dato' Peter Minos, expressed confidence that this year's celebration will be grander compared to previous years, as he believes that the state will receive many tourists who wish to participate in this cultural celebration in Sarawak. Peter, through a statement, said cultural troops from Lundu, Kuching, Bau and Serian districts will perform their cultural dances with their music and styles. Adding to that, he assures that there will be no entrance fee to enter the festival and welcomes all. In addition, a hill transport will be provided. However, trekkers may also climb to the hilltop, a trail that even children can manage. Bung Bratak Day, which is held in an ancient Bidayu settlement on a hilltop in 2 longhouses and a baruch in a natural setting, showcases its uniqueness as it is the early historical settlement of the Bidayu community hundreds of years ago. Now, Sarawak's Babulang Festival and Lumba Kerbau are set to take place from June 2nd to June 7th to June 4th, which would coincide with the state's 60th Independence Day celebration. Theme 60 Tahun Sarawak Merdeka, Babulang Jati. The festival is expected to see an entertaining lineup of events that highlights the state's rich cultural heritage. Sarawak Bisaya Association President Joseph Blandoy said the festival will also feature the Lumba, Kerbau and Nakod Babulang, welcoming Babulang's honorable guest events, as well as a decorated rough procession. Adding further, Joseph said the Nakod Babulang ceremony will showcase Bisaya arts that are in danger of being lost, such as panchak, self-defense, and batiap poetry. He added that the Ratu Babulang, Puan Kabaya, drumming and dance competitions will also be held, ensuring there is something for everyone. With this year's exciting lineup of events, organizers expect an even larger turnout. Pesta Babulang means harvest festival in the language of the Bisaya community, an Orang Ulu ethnic group found in Limbang, Northern Sarawak, Sabah and Brunei. The festival marks the end of the harvesting season and a bountiful harvest and welcomes a new farming cycle. A 73-year-old man died after his machine collided with a vehicle along the Pan-Borneo Highway at Engkilili around 10 a.m. this morning. It was reported that the victim had made an illegal turn, which led to the collision. The deceased, identified as Chagat Anak Nyatong, who hailed from Iraq Merindun, was pronounced dead on the scene by paramedics. The remains was handed over to the hospital for post-mortem, and the case is being investigated under Section 41(1) of the Road Transport Act 1987. Thank you for staying with us. Now on to some global affairs. Taiwan will focus its military drills this year on combating a blockade of the island while preserving the fighting ability of its forces. And according to Taiwan's Defense Ministry spokesperson Sun Li-fang, the measure is undertaken by taking into account China's recent war games, especially its recent military drills on Taiwan.
那么今年的汉光演习会置重点于精实战力保存、强化海上截击以及我们的护航能力，同时会验证我们国土防卫作战的一个效能跟坚韧后勤支援措施等等这些面向。那么并且会吸取乌俄战争的一些经验，以及当前敌情的威胁以及共军军事威慑的一个响应场景。那么借由演训呢，希望能够持续的提升
He said the drills will be split into two parts: tabletop drills conducted from May 15 to May 19 and mobilized forces conducted from July 24 to 28. These will also involve live fire exercises. Taiwan will also be increasing its military capabilities by investing in new weapons, including long-range missiles and drones.
那么本次我们演习当然依照共军他的一个犯台的一个威胁，还有就是他近期老台军演他的一个行动态样，好，那统裁部来设计严苛的响定，并且在这个电脑辅助指挥所演习或者是实兵演练的时候，来验证三军部队来执行防卫作战还有作战计划的一个执行。
Now wrapping up the 5 p.m. news, the first attempt on a private moon landing has failed. The space mission was carried out by a Japanese startup, iSpace Incorporated, which stated that they have lost contact with its vessel, the Hakuto R Mission 1 M1 lander.
We already confirmed that we have established the communication until very end of the landing. However, now we lost the communication. So we have to assume that we could not complete the landing. Our engineers will continue to investigate the situation, and then we will update you the further information once we finish the investigation.
He said this during the live viewing event while being noticeably emotional when interviewed. This is the second failed attempt at private space development in just a week after SpaceX Starship rocket exploded after taking off from its launch pad. Even so, Japan's top government spokesperson Hirokazu Matsuno said the country wants iSpace to keep trying as its efforts were significant to the development of a domestic space industry. Japan, which has set itself a goal of sending Japanese astronauts to the moon by the late 2020s, has had some recent setbacks. The National Space Agency last month had to destroy its new medium-lived H-3 rocket upon reaching space after its second stage engine failed to ignite. Its solid-fuel Epsilon rocket also failed after launch in October. So far, only the United States, the former Soviet Union, and China have successfully landed on the moon. Even attempts by India and Israeli private company were unsuccessful in recent years. Those were the updates on TVS News at 5. I'm Handy Gui. Thank you for watching.